There is a version of your life where every financial decision you made was reasonable, every single one, and you still end up 20 years behind. Not because you were reckless, not because you didn't try, but because reasonable and optimal are not the same word. And nobody told you that when it actually mattered. This is a story about two people who were both reasonable. One of them ended up significantly behind the other. And the gap did not come from the decision they made at 25. It came from what they did the morning after. Zara and Priya are 25, same mid-sized American city, same apartment. They've been splitting the rent since 23, same salary, $72,000 a year. Both have saved $18,000. They are financially identical. One Saturday in October, that changes. Priya comes home with a manila folder. Inside, a mortgage document, 30-year, fixed. $242,000 loan on a $285,000 house, 30 minutes from work. 2 bedrooms, small yard. A water heater that is, at that moment, 11 years old. She sets it on the kitchen table. Zara reads the first page. She reads the monthly payment. She reads the interest rate. She reads the words 30 years. And she says calmly, reasonably, I don't want to be locked in. Priya nods. She understands. 2 weeks later, Zara signs a new lease, $1,600 a month. One more year. Her plan, invest the difference every month. Build wealth in the market, not in bricks. Priya signs the mortgage paperwork, $1,423 a month in principal and interest, plus $290 in property taxes, plus $120 in homeowner's insurance, plus every month $237 set aside for maintenance, because things break and she would rather have the money before they do. Total monthly housing cost, $2,070. Zara pays $1,600. The difference, $470 a month. Zara's plan is to invest it. 2 clocks, same time, same face. The hands start moving. Year 1 is quiet. Priya's first mortgage payment goes out. Of the $1,423 in principal and interest, $1,131 is pure interest. $292 goes toward actually owning more of her house. She knows this. She read the amortization table. She sat with it for a long time. Month 4, the kitchen faucet starts dripping. Month 7, the furnace needs a new part. Month 9, she finds a crack in the basement wall that costs $800 to seal before winter. She pays every bill from the maintenance fund. She does not enjoy it, but she pays it. Zara, meanwhile, has her first $470 invested, then $940, then $1,410. She checks the account on Sunday mornings with her coffee. It is growing, slowly but growing. She feels smart. She feels right. Priya feels the opposite of right. She has $180 in her checking account 2 days before her October paycheck. She tells herself this is temporary. She tells herself equity is building underneath this. Neither of them is wrong. Year 3 arrives quietly. Priya's mortgage payment unchanged, $1,423. Same number it was on day 1. The house is now worth approximately $311,000. Her loan balance, $235,000. Equity, $76,000. She did not see that number coming. She opens her mortgage portal on a Tuesday evening, and stares at $76,000 for a long time. Zara's rent, $1,748. Her landlord increased it twice, once at the end of year 1, once at the end of year 2. Both increases were, each time, described as in line with market rates. Both times, Zara accepted. She had nowhere better to go at the price she was paying. The monthly gap between Priya's housing cost and Zara's rent, $322. It started at $470. Zara is still investing. But the surplus to invest shrinks a little every year. And year 3 brought a trip 10 days in Portugal. She had wanted to go since she was 19. It was worth it. She tells herself she'll make up the missed months. She does not make up the missed months. Her portfolio, $14,800. Year 5. This story seemed to be about renting versus buying. It is not about renting versus buying. It is about systems. A mortgage is a system. It removes the decision. Every month, the bank takes the payment. Every month. Equity grows. Priya does not choose to build wealth. The structure chooses for her. Zara has a plan. A plan is not a system. A plan requires you to choose it every month. On the months when the car needs new tires. On the months when the flight home is $400 and your mom is sick. On the months when the market drops 18% and investing feels like dropping money into a fire. Priya's mortgage payment, $1,423. Zara's rent, $1,854. For the first time, the gap has nearly closed. Priya's remaining loan balance, $223,000. Home value, approximately $340,000. Equity, $117,000. Zara's portfolio, $31,400. Not nothing, real money. But not what the spreadsheet said. The spreadsheet had no column for Portugal, no column for the 3 months she invested half because rent went up, and the car went up, and everything went up at the same time. The spreadsheet assumed a version of Zara who did not live a life. Year 7. Zara sits on the floor of her second apartment. Not her first. She moved in year 4, better neighborhood, better light in the mornings, an extra $210 a month. She told herself it was worth it. It probably was. She is sitting against the wall under the window because she just opened a spreadsheet she hasn't opened in 2 years. She built it at 25, the one that proved renting was the right call. Column A, what she planned to invest. Column B, was she actually invested? The columns stopped matching in month 14. She sits there for a while. The voice that comes is familiar. She has heard it before. It says, "You picked wrong. You should have bought. Everything Priya has is yours, too, if you just signed." She stays on the floor. She thinks about what it would cost to start making column A and column B match again. It is not impossible. It is very possible. She picks up her phone. She opens her investment account. She sets a new automatic transfer, $600 monthly, starting this Friday. She does not stand up dramatically. She just stands up. And she makes dinner. Year 10. Priya is 35. Her mortgage payment, $1,423. It has been $1,423 for 10 years. Her rent equivalent, what a comparable house in her neighborhood costs to rent right now, $2,400 a month. She is paying $977 less per month than the market. Every month, on a fixed contract. Her loan balance, $196,000. Her home value, approximately $415,000. Equity, $219,000. She also has a small investment account. She started it in year 4, $200 a month, nothing dramatic. It is now worth $37,000. Total net worth in housing and investments, $256,000. Zara is also 35. Her rent, $2,150 a month. Her portfolio, $89,000. She did automate after year 7, the $600 a month held, and it grew. $89,000 is real. $89,000 is not $256,000. They meet for dinner. Priya does not bring this up, neither does Zara, but both of them know the number. Year 15. The mortgage document is still in Priya's house. She kept it in a folder in the filing cabinet next to the furnace that needed 2 more repairs in years 11 and 13. She takes it out sometimes. Not for sentiment, just to remember what the original number was. $242,000 borrowed. Loan balance. Today, $162,000. Home value. Approximately $495,000. Equity, $333,000. Her investment account, $74,000. Zara's rent, $2,490. Her portfolio, $164,000. Here is where the comparison gets complicated. Zara's $164,000 is liquid. She could move it tomorrow. She has moved twice in 15 years. Both times, she left within 60 days. No agents, no negotiations, no capital gains calculations. Priya's $333,000 is not liquid. It is in the walls. It is in the floors. It is in the roof she had to replace in year 12 for $14,000 that came from her savings and set her investment account back by 2 years. This is the part nobody tells you. Homeownership does not just give you equity, it gives you a second job. The job is maintenance, the salary is negative, and you cannot quit year 20. Priya is 45. Her mortgage payment, $1,423. 10 years remain. Her home, worth approximately $590,000. Loan balance, $118,000. Equity, $472,000. Investment account, $131,000. Total net worth in these 2 assets, $603,000. In 10 years, the mortgage ends. Her housing cost drops to taxes, insurance, and maintenance, roughly $700 a month. She will pay $700 a month to live in a home worth over $500,000 for the rest of her life. Zara is also 45. Her rent, $2,870 a month. Her portfolio, $241,000. It grew. It is real. She is genuinely ahead of most people her age. But her rent has no finish line. Next year it will be more. There is no amortization table for a lease. There is no equity waiting at the end. And here is the thing the spreadsheet could never hold. Zara's investment discipline arrived in year 7, 4 years late, 4 years of partial contributions. Those 4 years cost her, in compounded terms, approximately $88,000. Not in money she spent, in money that never had the chance to grow. The cost of optional discipline is invisible until it isn't. 20 years ago, two clocks were set to the same time, same face, same hands, same starting position. Priya's clock ran automatically. Every month the mechanism turned. She did not have to choose for it to turn. She chose once, on a Saturday in October, sitting across from a manila folder on a kitchen table, and after that, the clock ran itself. Zara's clock ran on intention, mostly intention held. From year 7 forward, it held consistently. She has $241,000. That is not a failure. That is real wealth built by a person who figured it out mid-game. But the clocks, 20 years later, are not showing the same time. They stopped showing the same time somewhere around year 5. And the gap between them was never really about renting versus buying. The gap was about one question that neither of them ever said out loud. How much of my financial future am I willing to leave to how I feel in a given month? Priya's answer, without knowing she gave it, was none. The bank answered for her. Zara's answer for 4 years was more than she planned. And then she answered differently. Which one are you? Not which choice would you make? Which answer do you give right now to how much of your financial future you leave to how you feel? Because that question has a number, and the number compounds. Mav Finance tells the financial stories that most channels skip the hard parts of. If this one made you think about your own answer, there is more where this came from. Subscribe and leave your answer in the comments. Zara or Priya, and why? It's a better conversation than you'd expect.